Star Trek Beyond. We finally got another Star Trek movie, not from J.J. Abrams, because somebody got a bigger deal at Star Wars. Looking at you, JJ. Now, definitely a really good, really good movie. I was pleasantly surprised with this movie. I enjoyed the first two. I liked Star Trek. I loved Into Darkness, and this movie I can say I overall really liked it. I can even say that I love this movie. I was very thoroughly entertained. I thought Justin Lin, the director of some of the more recent Fast and Furious films, which I also really liked and loved too, and I was very pleased to see that I wasn't feel like I was watching certain parts. I feel like I was watching Fast and Furious in space, but also times I was like, I never was. I'm not a Trekkie. I am more of a Star Wars fan than I am a Trekkie. I just like the new. Like I as a Star Wars fan like and recognize when I see cool sci-fi movies, and when I saw the first 2009 Star Trek quote unquote reboot, I liked it, and I was like, yeah, I'd love to go see more. I'd love to go read up about more of Captain Kirk, and that's why it interests me with the whole timeline thing. Like that all really was interesting and appealed to me. Like that was really and same thing. Non spoiler review. Go out and see the movie for yourself. I definitely recommend this movie. Really awesome movie. All the characters, they definitely shifted up a couple of the characters a little bit, but I think Simon Pegg, who wrote this movie, did a really good job of writing all the characters and be able to flesh them all out and really put them in like. I personally have never seen an episode of Star Trek, but I feel like it seemed more like, because like other people were saying that like that's not how Star Trek is. Star Trek shouldn't be like an action film; it should be like a fantasy adventure. And I feel like this was a good adventure because they're on year three of their, like you notice in the trailer, they're on year three of their 5-year mission that they started in the last movie, and obviously they get attacked and then they are stranded and marooned on a planet, and that seemed like, yeah, it seemed really good. It seemed like that would be in for a 2.5 hour movie. It seemed like, yeah, that would be an awesome like 4 episode arc in a TV series, because that's what it kind of seemed like. It didn't act like it cut off like done like where the episode would end. It felt flow, and it flowed really good. I liked the whole destruction of the Enterprise again, but I liked the characters a lot. I still think James Kirk. I still like Chris Pine as Captain Kirk. I still freaking love Carl Urban as Bones. Definitely my favorite character out of this movie, and out of all three of the movies. And still Zachary Quinto. I still love him as Spock. I still love Zoe Saldana as Aurora. That was very good. But definitely one of the more sadder points is that we did lose one of the younger talents of this movie, which was Anton Yelchin, who played Chekhov, which was I really liked in the other two movies. It was very saddening to hear how he passed. Rest in peace, man. Definitely another big one, which sadly another name in the Star Trek community was Leonard Nimoy. Definitely one of the worst things to come out of 2015. Very saddening, and I was very happy. I wouldn't say I was happy, but I was very pleased to see how they dealt with that in the movie, because when they deal with that in the movie, they deal with it in a way where you can tell that they were saying like that was your time for you to sit back and be like, "Aw, I feel so bad." Like he actually did actually pass, which was really sad. And I loved how they handled that. I love how they handled all that and stuff. Very respectful. As far as the villain goes, definitely like, what do you do after Benedict Cumberbatch, who's freaking Benedict Cumberbatch? Like, I wasn't expecting to top it. Typical alien villain, still pretty cool. Still like the whole backstory of it. The planet they were on, which is really cool, because like they were in like some kind of foresty, sometimes deserty like terrain. It looks freaking cool. I like the dynamic that they gave Spock and Bones. That was really good, and like the fact of having like all your characters that you know and you're coming to love, and you be able to throw in different situations. And I was very pleased with this movie. All in all, I enjoyed myself, and I enjoyed the movie, and I really cannot wait and to see another installment in this franchise, because to me, like the way I would rank these movies is I'd rank the first Star Trek, which I really liked a lot, at the least, and then I would have the new one at second, and I'd have the third at or the second at first for Into Darkness, because not a lot of trilogies or not a lot of franchises can say that they had that they had three strong movies that they had that I really liked. Like, it's not a lot of franchises going to say that they had a consistent good three great movies in their franchise, and that's definitely not that's definitely a big accomplishment, not a small accomplishment. It's a big accomplishment for any studio when they're all trying to make a new franchise and they're trying to milk the material as much as they can. But I was very surprised to see a new, not sure if it's new, but it seemed like a very new and very different take on the Star Trek franchise for me. For what I know from the previous two movies, I thoroughly enjoyed it. All the characters, they shifted up the characters a little bit. I was very happy to see like Kirk contemplating stuff about his parentage and about where he's doing with his life. I was very happy to see just the like continuation of the story, and it was a good continuation. And the way they ended it was definitely a good way to like for them to say that, because they already confirmed Star Trek 4, but like that was a good solid trilogy, and I'm very excited for Star Trek 4, where they're gonna have freaking Thor come back as his father, which is really really cool. But one of the things that I did, if you haven't seen the other two, I'm sorry, but one of the things that I did was I rewatched, because I hadn't seen the other two Star Trek movies probably since when the last one came out. But I rewatched all of them, and I was like I was very happy because I was able to engulf myself again and be able to like be able to understand and be able to talk with my dad and research more about the whole timeline thing, about the whole timeline thing. I was very pleased to see all that, and especially when I have more knowledge now about time travel, when I watch and like to Back to the Future, like Legends of Tomorrow, like to be able to say like, oh, I see how that. Oh, they make a different timeline. That was still genius by J.J. Abrams to revamp a franchise and take it into a different realm. But definitely one of the best comic book, best sci-fi movies that come out of this year. I thoroughly enjoyed myself. I thoroughly enjoyed the movie while I saw it, and can't wait for the next one. Really, I really can't, because I really enjoyed this trilogy as a whole.